This is the year of off-market properties. You want to build a great rental portfolio in solid B and A areas? Guess what you got to do? You got to find properties like this one that was found off-market. So we're with Miss Ruqia. So Miss Ruqia, how did you find this property?
Hi, my name is Ruqia Naki. I'm a realtor. I'm an investor. I found this property off market.
What did you buy the property for?
I bought the property for $250.
$250. Rehab?
Rehab about 45.
45 rehab.
Correct.
Rehab. And then the back-end value.
Back-end value is $425.
$425 back-end value. So let's go inside, see what she did. So Ms. Ruqia, we just looked at the outside. This is like a solid B+ area.
Correct.
How do you find a house like this one? Because that's the biggest thing everybody's wondering. Not in the MLS, right?
Correct. Not in the MLS. I bought this property off market, and you gotta know your wholesalers. You gotta do the networking. You gotta come and meet people. We do have RIA meetings. We do have lunch and learns. We have a lot of.
This was basically what you would call a person with high equity, but stranded in the house, meaning a tired landlord, right,
who had moved out of state.
So everybody watching, this is going to come from your absentee list. Write that down, right? Correct. This is your absentee list.
Correct.
And we keep talking about this deal madness, right? Because that's what it's all about in 25.
And I just want to one thing let them, that this particular wholesaler I met in Andrew's office.
Okay.
In one of the meetings. So coming to the meetings is very important.
Networking, right? So what did you buy this for?
I bought it for $250.
So that's the other thing. You took it from $250
correct,
all the way to $425.
Correct.
With about $40,000 or so in work. Give me the secret.
I like I said, I met this person and we negotiated. It was a lot more higher, and this was the tired landlord wanted to get out of it as soon as possible.
Got it.
And a lot of people were not accepting this house because of the tenant in there, because the loans they would have to go and all that. So I had a little bit upper hand. I had the loan lined up already, and I had no problems with that. So he gave it to me.
As far as raising value, because a lot of people are like, oh my God. You're talking about spending about $40,000 and increasing the value on a property almost $150,000, $175,000.
Correct.
What did you do to the property?
Okay, this was they had a door up here and they had a big wall up here. So my main focus when I do these houses is the kitchen and the bathrooms. So I wanted to make this kitchen the whole open ended kitchen, and this way the families can meet and discuss and things like that.
So kitchen, bedroom, bath. We call it KBB, right? Okay. So she here perceived value by taking out one wall, closing one door. You increase the back end value or the perception of value of $50,000, $60,000.
Correct.
Just by that single move. Think about the cost. Correct. $1,500, if that, maybe $800, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Of taking out the drywall, taking out some studs, and closing that. And you're increasing value by almost $40,000, $50,000.
Correct.
Then that was the big change here.
That's the big change here.
Right.
Then I had
rest. You didn't do a whole lot except just clean up.
Just clean up and just update it. It was just dated. That's all it was. So
and then
I put the can lights and I'm just updating the sockets and things like that. That's all I'm doing.
The second way you raised value was you went from a 3 to a 4.
4,
right?
Yes.
Now explain the difference between going from a 3 to 4 rather than 3 to 5.
3 to 4, you add a lot of value in the house, especially in this kind, depending on the neighborhoods. And I had an option to add 5 as well. I could have, but the 5 was not giving me that much of a value that the 4 gave me. So I added a little family room. So now I have a living room and a family room and 4 bedrooms. So
in a walkout basement.
In a walkout basement.
So guys, this is important to understand because think about it. If you try to go add 5, now you run into egress, ingress issues. You run into, well, is there a window or not? Whether the local town or your village is going to allow you to basically call that a bedroom. So there's no value. Now, if they want to use it as a 5th bedroom, go right ahead. But you're not increasing the back end value. And it's all about about maximizing your return on the dollar.
Correct.
So she went to a 4-bedroom, and you have a 4-2 now.
Now 4-2
Right.
with a added family room
Right.
and a walkout basement.
And a walkout basement. So that was kind of the key things.
Correct.
Right? And she was smart. She had her inspection done ahead of time. This is just, paint carpet rehab. This is not, quote unquote, you're doing a huge rehab. So that's how you have to be strategic about it.
I'm probably like my 3rd week here.
Right.
So.
Okay, great. So as far as the back end strategy, right? You could flip this property
Correct.
and do pretty good.
Correct.
Right? Which a lot of people would be like, oh my God, I can walk away with almost a good $80,000 to $100,000 profit, if not more, right? Or keep it. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna keep it.
Okay.
Because the value, I see a lot of value in here because it's a B+, A- area, and I'm trying to strategically make my portfolio in areas A's and B's, and so I like to keep it.
So this property, your payments, if we think about principal, interest, taxes, insurance
Correct.
on this would be about $2,700.
About $2,700.
Right? What kind of rent would you get here?
$3,500.
$3,500. So the question to the audience is this: would you rather keep a property like this and make $600-700 a month, or would you rather flip it and make $70,000-80,000? Now I'm going to come back to you because you and I both flipped a bunch of properties in this area, right?
Correct.
Happens to be this area. You have a lot of Indian people living here. You have a lot of Pakistani people, and I say it from an ethnic perspective because there happens to be a mosque.
Correct.
That's your cultural epicenter,
Correct.
right? And that is something that is key to understand. So what happens? People who want to be closer to the mosque or want to be closer to a great location, we flipped properties here, $160,000 and $170,000 that we're buying for $70,000-80,000. Guys, think about it.
Correct.
This property today, 4+, right? Now, at the time, I was like, oh my God, you're making $30,000.
I know.
Now you look like
I know.
a complete fool, right?
Absolutely.
So it's interesting what happens. Anything you'd say to the audience, say, oh my God, how do I do this?
I would say, meet people, be with the like-minded people, hang around with people who elevates you. And I'm all about mindset. Fix your mindset first before fixing a property or finding a property. Find your niche. Work on your mindset, what you want to do in this real estate business. And when I talk to a lot of young kids who are coming in this business, I try to fix the mindset first before I talk about real estate.
So your portfolio now, how many properties you guys have now?
16.
16 properties now.
Correct.
And in terms of cash flow, once they're all settled, like something like this one,
Correct.
what does that look in terms of cash flow?
Cash flow, right now, without this, we're making about $8,000.
$8,000,
Yes.
right? And so a lot of people think, oh my God, you have to have a lot of properties.
No.
You just have to have the right properties.
Quality
right?
properties.
Quality properties, right? At about 20 properties, you should be somewhere around $10,000 in net cash flow a month.
Yes.
Right? Guys, it doesn't take a lot, it just takes the right one.
Correct.
Other people have theories. We have properties. You want to learn more? Go to andrewholmesrealestate.com and make sure you register for the next upcoming conference. It's called the Cash Flow Conference. You're going to find it at andrewholmesrealestate.com. See you there.